What's going on, everybody? Ryan Murph back with another video. All what this video is going to be about, it's just life, just everything. Things that we relate to, hopefully. Things that just been on our mind, definitely been on my mind recently. Wow, about to eat some Greek yogurt. Got some granola, blueberries, some raisins, a little bit of raisins, drizzle of honey up in here. About to just eat this up. Had a workout earlier. This is what I've thought recently about just everything in life in general. And that is live life with simplicity. I don't know what's going on outside, but live life with simplicity. Life is short. Keep it simple. That's it. Like some things we overcomplicate, but not even some things, a lot of things we overcomplicate. A lot of things we over here playing games with other people, playing games with ourselves, everything like that. Like literally, life is too short to be playing games with other people, yourself, God. Life is too short to be overthinking some things and not doing certain type of things that you want to do. Cause here's the thing, like, look, in the moment of things, right? In the moment of them, yes, like it might be challenging. Yes, you have the adversity. Yes, you feel stressed. Yes, it's all like that. And that might be weeks, months, years. But at the end of the day, we're all here temporarily. All of us here are here temporarily. That's it. You literally want to build a life temporarily. And that's really it. Like, keep it that simple. You're grown up, you're a teenager, you're an adult, you middle age, you old, and you pass away. It is so crazy how people want to be caught up on things. People want to be stuck. People want to worry, stress, and do all of these things. When literally, life is too short for all of this right here. I remember this one saying I seen on the internet. His worry was about tomorrow. He died tonight. He was worrying about tomorrow, but he died tonight. You see, like, look, none of this stuff is guaranteed. None of it is. You don't take it for granted. You don't want to. You want to stay present, stay grounded. Be around the things that give you peace, right? Everything like that. Forgot it. I'm trying to eat this as well. Shoot. We all good. Yeah, and there's so much good things about life and in your life right now that you may not even see it. You may be taking it for granted. But there will be a day. It will be. It ain't a what if. It ain't a potentially. It's a will be a day where, then you could be pissed. Then you could be sad. Then you could cry. Bad days are bound to happen. But if you're awake, if you're healthy, if you have people around you, you have still both your parents living. If your environment is good, if you're good, there's nothing to be mad about, stressed about, anything like that. So you're so for the fact that right there, that, bad days are bound to happen, you shouldn't even ruin a good day. Don't ruin a good day. But it's also just knowing that all of this, nothing endures. None of this matters. None of this. Right? So whether you are a successful person, whether you are unsuccessful, whether you're the best person known to mankind, or whether you are a notorious criminal, at the end, it do not matter. Like, sure, you go heaven or hell, but at the end of your life here on this planet, none of this matters. Your name will be forgotten about shortly after your death. People will start talking about things. Your family will start living their normal life. Sure, they're going to miss you. And especially your damn employer, he's going to replace you. Like that. Right after you die, your position is going to be open. He going to get a replacement. You see about this life stuff. Just keep it simple. Just really keep it simple, brother. That's it. Like, look, I'm not playing any games with myself. I'm sure I ain't playing games with nobody else. None like that. Nothing. So if you want to waste time, waste your life, being limited, playing games with other people, not focusing on, what brings you that happiness, that joy, that peace, things in that nature, then at that point, you just throwing your life away. You living it on autopilot. You're not in control of your life. Like, look, here's also, this is another thing, right? We take so much time. We take so much time, vigorously working hard. There's nothing bad about working hard, don't get me wrong. But what I mean is, you are so hyper focused on one thing where you neglect everything else, in which most of the time it don't matter. All that we can say when we are on our deathbed is that we lived a great life. That's really it. If you think you lived a great life or this other person think they had a bad life, all what we can really say is that we lived our own lives. That's really it. Now knowing that though, you just want to flip your perspective on it, on this life stuff. Like, look, all of this sure can be taken away from me tomorrow. All of this. I could be gone. None of this is guaranteed. None of it. So yeah, you could be over here pissed off. You could sit, argue with your spouse. You could sit, be pissed off because you got this. You got this in your life. You got these challenges and all of that. And all these worries and stresses. But there's a whole bigger picture. A whole bigger picture. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all staying stuck on one thing. Listen, in the moment, if you are mad and you need to address something and leave it as that. Keep going on. Keep going on, brother. That's it. That's it right there. But with society nowadays too, I like to call it the brainwash. People brainwash you. Not you, but us, but the whole world. This whole society and all this culture. They brainwash us to live in these societal norms and all of that, in which when you break the law, like I mentioned one day on my story, my IG story ago, if you've seen that, break the law. Literally, I'm not talking about a illegal way. Of course not. I'm talking about break the society laws, the norms, the averageness of everybody. Break that. Break that right there. Be the criminal when it comes down to that. Because everyone is brainwashed and everyone just, all these traditions and all of this and these norms that I got to live by. Jack that. Screw all of that. I'm going to live my life doing something that I am confident in doing while maintaining that happiness, while maintaining my core values. Screw all of that stuff. Literally, it is so easy being non-average. Just do the opposite of what people do. Do the opposite of what the average people do. Now let's look. What does the average person does on a day-to-day basis? Right? They go to work, 9 to 5, they come home, might sit around, they need their leisure time, maybe arguing with the wife, maybe have some kids, whatever, right? But they really hate their life. They know that they really hate their life, what they're doing. Whether that's career-wise, whether that's people that they have to put up with. And they're tired. They are tired of being tired. But they can't force themselves to do anything. That's the thing right there. People do not want to force themselves. Even knowing when every time you try something, you will improve, guaranteed. You will improve. Okay, yeah, you have lack of discipline, you have lack of motivation, But it should be more than a incentive to go and try something when you know that you will get better at it. 100%. 100%. If you know that you will get better at anything you repeatedly do, there is no need for the motivation, for the discipline, for nothing like that. That right there is your incentive. You see? And like, look, even if it's your first time trying something, hey, you got your hands in the water. You doing what people don't even do at all. So you experience how it is, and now if you like it, you're passionate about it, keep on going. Be on that road. You know? That's it. That's it. It's crazy how people, it's crazy to me how people overcomplicate this life stuff. People sit around, you know, being too deep into things that really don't even matter. It really does. It really do not. Like if you hate your life, you wake up every morning, you get up and you hate your life. You wake up actually, not even before, not even getting up yet. You wake up, you still in that bed, you hating. You hating your life. You hating what you gotta stand up and get up and start your morning too. That ain't the life that you should be living. And you're feeling that way because it's in your soul. It's in your soul. Your soul ain't aligned with the purpose. Your soul ain't aligned with what you're doing right now. And who cares if your soul is telling you to do otherwise of what the society is telling you? Again, bump the society, all the norms and all of that. That's where you break the law. You break all these laws. And that leads me into my next topic, which is literally we are living in modern day slavery. Modern day slavery, right? And which I just realized you following the traditions, the averageness, the society norms, that right there is being a slave, a modern slave. But specifically, what I would like to point out is the work, is the money, is the work, is the you go to school, you go to university, you get into debt, you buy a crib, you get into more debt, and you never pay that back. And then you just die. You wasted 10, 20, 30 years on school, struggling to pay off that debt. You now 40 and 50. You right there. 60, 50 and 60. 40, 50, 60. You right there. And definitely majority of your prime years is gone. But you have nothing to really show for that in which doing things that you want to do. You have no time left. Sure, 5, 10 years, that ain't nothing. If you really think about it, most people spend majority of their life working on jobs that they hate, living the life that they live. Majority of it, you know? And the thing is, living in modern time, right? It has been much easier than ever. Much more opportunities than ever to become successful, to live a life that you can dream of. Okay, not too long ago though. Not too long ago, our parents, our grandparents, they was in it living in a life where, you had to follow that tradition. You had to go to school. You had to do X, Y, Z after that. Because that was the only way. But us living in these modern times now, you can do essentially anything. It has been easier than ever to build the life that you dreamed about. Easier than ever. And with any way, any path. That's it. Here's my take on school, right? School, generally, specifically high school though, it ain't for you to win. It's not. It's not. Just like the Rockefeller quote. I don't want a nation of thinkers. I want a nation of workers. And he the one that funded the schooling system. Like straight up. And also, you having to memorize things. You have to be aligned with everybody. You have to either get right or wrong. In which life ain't nothing like that. There's no right or wrong answer in life. But you skip in school 5, 6, 7 hours a day, memorizing things that really you forgot about. Really you forgot about. Last semester you forgot about everything. You over here sitting around and you memorizing stuff. Like, look, life ain't about memorizing. It's literally about doing. It's literally about coming up with new ideas, critically thinking, and it's as simple as that. And the thing is, with university now, we already see it statistically. It's either half or more than, it's either like 45, 50, or like 55% of college graduates never use their degree. Never use their degree. And why is that? Because employers is not looking for that. Employers ain't literally looking for that right there. Like you need to have good common wisdom. Good common wisdom. Common wisdom, common knowledge. Social wisdom. And that's it right there. Look, you go to school, you go to school, you leave school, go to university. After that, you up in debt already. In that school, you already up in debt. You leaving that school with debt. After that, you get a house, you get a car, you get all of this, even more debt. Your life is done. Your life is gone. Like you keep on working, you keep on 9 to 5, 9 to 5. That is the average way. That is the average. That's the typical way. Well, look, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You walk down the street, you see on the internet, but really in reality, because it's a lot of fluff on the internet. You, in reality, you see these nice things, materialistic things, and all of this, and you wonder, oh, how did she afford such a thing? Guess what? The first thing that comes in your mind ain't, oh, he went to school. He went to school. He went to college. He did that. No, because people know, average people know that ain't the move. Yet they doing that same exact path. Average people know you really can't achieve that doing solely that right there. Now, I'm not saying college and all of that is obsolete, but shoot, there is far more greater chances of you doing your own thing and you not following that traditional route to actually be faster in what you're doing so you can achieve that quicker. And for you to not waste your time on something that you could already study yourself. And the thing is, you got to use the internet usefully. We have everything at our fingertips. You could literally study anything, look up anything on the internet, on YouTube, all of that. Literally educate yourself for free. For free. You see, you got all of these resources. And they're yet to arouse people and actually doing something and actually working hard to accomplish that dream life that they want, right? That's the thing that's it's so baffling to me. So your things about life, like don't overcomplicate it at all. Don't overcomplicate it. Be a great person. Don't play any games. Nothing like that. And this is what I like to say, right? Life is short, keep it simple. If you want to talk to somebody, talk to them. If you want to hang out with somebody, invite them. Be around it. If you love somebody, tell them that you love them. If you want something, ask for it. If you want something, go and do it. Go and get it. It's that simple. And it's that short as well. So you sitting behind and, you just playing it safe, staying average, whatever the case might be. Life is too short, man. You gotta leave everything on the battlefield. You got all of these things, right? All of these materialistic things, all of these other intangible things. In which you ain't taking that with you. You are not taking that with you at all. Like, literally, life is the field. The world is the field. You want to accomplish all these things, gain this, gain that, while you're temporarily here. After that's done, you ain't getting resurrected. You ain't doing nothing. You going up in the clouds, and all of your things is staying here. All of your things are staying here. Jobs will always be here. Everything will always be here. So you working your butt off for this. You might be hating what you're doing. Next thing you know, you're up in the clouds. And hey, it was a good life that you had, maybe in your case. And it was all on the field. It was all laid out. This is why you shouldn't stress about anything. If you are in a good circumstance, there is no reason for your days to be ruined. Because we already know the bad days are bound to happen. It's bound to happen. And then when that comes, that's when you can actually be pissed, cry, sad, anything. But as of right now, if you know that you are living good, be blessed. Don't take that for granted. If you know that every one of your loved ones is still alive, especially your two parents, don't take that for granted. If you have a car, if you have a phone, if you have a shelter, food, good food, if you live close to the gym, if you live in a good neighborhood, if you have friends, family that actually cares, that actually want to see you succeed and actually don't do any of that other stuff, that is the luxury right there. Hey, you might have seen it on my IG the other day as well. But we forgot about the real luxuries. Those are all the real luxuries. You solely having a phone, being able to conveniently text someone conveniently, making a call conveniently, getting on the internet and looking up anything, learning anything at your fingertips with this device, with the device I'm recording on right now. That is the real luxury. You being able to have a car, no matter what it is, a Corolla to a Corvette, a Bentley to a damn whatever. You being able to have these conveniences is the luxury. But society, all the luxuries is you need to have this luxury car, a Mercedes, a BMW, a Rolls Royce, a Corvette. You get the point. Apple versus Samsung. Apple versus Samsung. That ain't even it. It's the fact that you have all the conveniences at your fingertips. You are missing the point. You forgot about. But shoot, I'm sharing with y'all guys. All of these things, all of them. Just really take everything I say in perspective. You won't be able to unsee how you look at life when you put everything I said in perspective like that. But shoot, I'm about to enjoy this real quick. Enjoy a little bit left. Drink my skin smoothie, the beetroot, cucumber, and carrot. If you saying that. on my shorts, TikTok, IG, anything. That's really it. Just go on out there. Keep on being good. Keep on staying blessed. God bless you. God loves you. And he's proud of you. Keep on going. I'll see y'all in the next one. Salute.